The stars are out, the breeze is whispering, and somewhere far away, in a quiet, magical land, there lived a curious little fox named Finley. Now, Finley wasn't like the other foxes who liked to race and leap and chase fireflies all night long. No. Finley loved stories. He'd collect fallen feathers that looked like quills. He'd line up pebbles as if they were words in a sentence. And he'd curl up every night imagining faraway lands and brave little heroes. But Finley had never seen a real book before, until one day. One breezy morning, Finley followed a sound through the trees. Whoosh! It wasn't just the wind, it was whispering something. He followed it through golden leaves and over mossy roots until he stumbled into a clearing. And there was a forest unlike anything he'd ever seen. Trees stood tall like giant bookcases, but they weren't just trees. Their bark was covered in glowing, swirling text. Each leaf shimmered with golden ink. Every tree was a story. Finley's eyes widened. "The Storybook forest," he whispered. And just then, a page fluttered down from the tallest tree nearby. Finley picked it up, but this page was blank. In the center of the forest stood an ancient tree. Its trunk was twisted and wide, but its pages were empty. No glowing words, no shimmering leaves, just silence. Finley looked around and saw a small plaque at the tree's roots. It read, "Only those who live the lessons may write the tale." Finley blinked. "Live the lessons?" he whispered. Just then, the wind circled him softly, as if nodding yes. And so, with a flutter in his heart, Finley set off through the forest, ready to learn. The first creature Finley met was Olive the owl, perched high in a silver-barked tree, wearing round spectacles. "Looking for stories, are you?" she hooted. Finley nodded. "One tree lost its tail, and I think I need to learn lessons to bring it back." "Well," said Olive, "try this." She dropped a shiny acorn from her tree. "Hide this, or return it to me." Finley looked at the gleaming acorn in his paw. It sparkled in the sunlight. It would be so easy to keep it. "But it belongs to you," he said, and offered it back. The owl smiled. The acorn turned into a glowing letter H and flew toward the blank tree. "Lesson 1, Olive whispered. Honesty." Next, Finley met Benny, the badger, who was struggling to carry berries to his den. "Ugh, why do berries roll so much?" grumbled Benny. Finley rushed to help. He picked up the berries, stacked them gently, and walked slowly beside Benny. "You didn't have to help," Benny said. "I wanted to," Finley replied, smiling. And suddenly, a berry turned golden in his paw, floated upwards, and formed the letter K above the trees. "Lesson 2, Benny said softly. Kindness." As dusk fell, Finley wandered into the darker part of the forest, where trees were tall and shadows longer. He heard a tiny voice crying. He followed it and found Hazel the hedgehog stuck in a bramble bush. "I'm scared," she said, trembling. Finley was scared too. The brambles were sharp, the woods were dark, but he took a breath and said, "I'll stay with you. We'll do it together." Carefully, gently, he guided her out. Hazel hugged him, and just like that, a soft golden light formed the letter C, which floated high into the sky. "Lesson 3, Hazel whispered. "Courage." The sky sparkled with stars as Finley returned to the ancient blank tree. He looked up. Suddenly, whoosh, letters began flying toward it. H, K, C, and forming words across its trunk and leaves. Lines appeared, sentences unfolded. A glowing story about a little fox named Finley who lived honestly, helped others kindly, and walked bravely through fear. The tree glowed golden, and the forest hummed gently. The blank pages were no longer blank. They told his story. Finley curled up beneath the tree. The wind whispered again. "Every choice we make writes a page in our story," it said. Finley closed his eyes. He had written something special, not with a pen, not with ink, but with his heart. And now, dear listener, as you snuggle in and close your eyes, what will your story say? Will you be kind like Finley? Honest like Finley? Brave like Finley? Because every choice you make writes who you become. Sleep well, little dreamer, and may your story just as brightly